have the
Oh,
space.
yeah, he's not.
Yeah, we need to play that. We got some things in. What game did we go to?
I was talking about that one we bought that was like our.
Oh, you're talking
We
about what is
returned it.
Atlas? Yes.
I wonder if that's still anybody.
Might be. I actually still had that installed on my computer. I haven't played one game in a while. I'm a little fishy. Yeah.
C&C Games. Okay. Oh. Yeah, let me see if I have a power cord at the moment. I mean, I have one. I think I'll one of my boxes. Let me see if I got one handy. That's not all boxed up at the moment. Just a second. Yeah, we would just have to get one down the wall and get one of those power cords. We probably could hook it up for you. Let's see. 7 o'clock. All right. Yep. Bye. Do I have a power cord? 1 second.
What?
All right. Hello, spring delight. What's happening? What's up, Savage? What's up, Savage? Sorry, I'm working and streaming. Sorry to hear you're bored. Did you guys have any questions or anything, or?
No, I'm literally just waiting for my mom. That said she was going to be here in a second, like 10 minutes ago. So, I was looking for PS3s, but you guys didn't have any in stock, so.
PlayStation 3, or?
Yeah.
The systems, or?
Uh-huh.
I swore I did. Wow. We do have one.
You do have one.
Yeah, he didn't see it. It was hidden. Got one left. It needs. I gotta put a controller with it. It's a 500 gig. It's 129. But I'll throw it. You know what? We got a PS. Here, I would throw the red wireless, and I'll get a sync cable, and it would be complete. It was kind of under there. Kind of weird. We're down to one. We usually have a ton of them.
That's completely up to her and my mom's here.
I'm good, honey.
Yeah,
you really don't want it.
No.
All right.
We're going to do new things.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
No problem.
Well, I appreciate you looking for it anyway.
Yeah, he just missed it back there. It was kind of under something else.
Plus, I'm going to have to set it all up. It's going to be hell.
Not that bad.
Cable. Oh, what's up, Ask? What's happening, RGB TV? What's up, Aaron? You're here to return Zelda. We better hurry. What is happening? Talking about my mustache or the mustache aren't you growing one, RGB? Kent Klein, what's up? What is happening? It's kind of a crappy day here in Ohio. Overcast, just nasty, just rainy and wet and blah. You're not growing one? You're talking about my... I need to shave. Cookie dusters don't look at them. I've never heard that before. I've never heard them called cookie dusters. Never heard that. What are you up to today, RGB? I'll call you RGB, even though it's... I know your real name in the other forums. We finally have some nice weather here in the Quad Cities. It's been raining the past few days, yeah. Chilling at work, nice. Me too, I'm chilling at work too. I'm just chilling at work. It's just been a kind of a blah day. Been kind of slowish today. People in and out. Here comes some more people. Nope, going next door. So what's everybody playing? I'm still on Days Gone, obviously, because that's all I've been streaming is Days Gone. I need to play. I probably should play some. What's up, NHS? What's happening with you? I need to stream. I need to play something else. Maybe I'll do a retro game stream tonight. What's up, Aaron? Good day from Australia. My uncle and my cousin are coming to visit from Australia in a couple weeks. I cannot wait to see my cousin again. It's been a couple years since I've seen him. I think it's been about 2 years. What's up, G3? G3. What's new? What's new and good? This weather sucks. It needs to stop raining. It's ridiculous. I'm so sick of the rain. So tired of the rain. It's so terrible. Yesterday, my father-in-law lives kind of across the street down the road from us. I would say it's probably like a block away from our house because it's a farm, but he has to like cut like a lot of grass. So he's cutting the grass yesterday and it started pouring and he got the lawnmower stuck out in the mud and it was pouring down and my gosh darn it. Now I had to go out there and help him because I'm nice like that, but I got so damn muddy and wet and it was awful. I forgot to take my phone out of my pocket. I thought I ruined my phone. It wouldn't charge for a while, but dried out and it's working. I am loving Days Gone. I love Days Gone. I can see why it's not for everybody, but I really like it. I mean, you can nitpick it if you want. There's some dumb things in it, but overall, it's a pretty good game. Haven't been playing much lately, but this weekend you're going to explore some Genesis games. Awesome. You hear Creed VR is pretty cool. It is. Oh, shoot. I forgot to reverse everything. Do I have an Xbox One X? I do. I have an Xbox One X that kind of collects dust. I don't play it all that much, to be honest. I occasionally play it. I forgot to reverse the... Just one second. There we go. Now I can point the correct direction. Dog pond? I mean dog pound? Dog pound, the Browns dog pound? You bought an Xbox One X and a battery pack but the battery pack doesn't work? You probably just got a bad battery. That sucks. Honestly, I think it's stupid that Microsoft doesn't just put rechargeable batteries in their controllers like they do on PS4. You can't sync your controller to your system. See, you should be able to, G3, there might be something else wrong because you should be able to at least plug it in with, with a cord like this, and it should work wired. When you plug Xbox One controllers in, they're wired. They're no longer wireless. They actually work a slightly bit faster that way. There's less input lag. That would suck, though. Have you plugged in a USB cord? You know what though? My phone though, like since I got it, the battery, just the light flashes on. Hopefully it's just a controller. Did you try a different? Do other controllers work on it? Maybe it's just a controller. You're drunk. Go Cleveland. I agree with you on the Go Cleveland part. I'm not drunk though. Try another controller. I'm thinking you might have a bad controller. Like something's wrong with the controller. Hopefully it's just the controller, and you can just get it wherever you got it. Hopefully they'll just give you a new controller. But hopefully the whole system's not bad. It's funny, like the PlayStation 4 here that I'm streaming on. This PlayStation 4, I have to fix it, but it has a bad the wireless signal for the controllers only work if you're within about like 4 feet. There's something wrong with it. Like if you get further away with the controller, it won't work. But that's why we just use it for testing games in the store. Probably fried the controller, putting the rechargeable battery in. Maybe. It amazes me how many people, like, everybody's rolling into town this week because this is a big tourist area. And we have a cable company right next to us. It amazes me how many old people are rolling in to get their cable, like, get cable equipment to hook up wherever they're staying for the summer. The parking lot is filled with old people getting cable right now. Should have just stuck to buying AAAs. C&C Games. Yeah, which system are you looking for? Yeah, I got it. I only have new ones at the moment, but it's $59.99. Yep. They have it for Xbox One, yeah. Same price. Yep. Yep, no problem. Gots to have the cable TV. I switched. I actually use PlayStation View now. I don't use cable anymore. Or I used to have satellite actually, but I use PlayStation View for my TV. It's like $35 a month. It's highly recommended. You get all the same functions. It's just streaming. I watch a lot of sports, so I need. Plus, my wife and kids watch TV all the time. When does Doom come out, Chris? I don't have the date off the top of my head. I'll see. I'll see if there's a date. 1 second. It doesn't have a date for console at the moment. It just has a date. It has the generic date of December 31st, which means I don't know. Did you get all that deposited?
Yeah.
All right. 130 a month. That's why I went with PlayStation View. Screw that. It's like $35 a month. My streams are more entertainment. I think you're trying to say, Kevs. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like watching sports, so I mean, I gotta have my local network so I can watch sports. So I'll make fun of Derek. Those people in here before were just killing time. Oh, we did have a PS3. You missed it back there.
Oh, did I? Did we?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I showed it to them, but they ended up not getting it anyway.
Yeah, I didn't see him, but that's fine.
When's Pokemon release?
I think it's October. No, October. No, we'll find out.
I'm on. You can
Okay.
check right there. Derek's checking. The Pokemon movie comes out. That's not what you mean, though. Does it have just generic?
It just has the generic date. So.
No official date yet. You know what, though? June, E3 is right around the corner. So I'm sure we'll find out the date at E3. You just watch Netflix and other streaming services. I still watch local stuff for sports mainly. So, but for me, PlayStation View is awesome, man. $35, can't beat it. $35 a month, you get DVR and all that stuff. I recommend it. YouTube TV is pretty good too, but I just didn't like their channel lineup. Aaron, E3, why screw E3? E3 is all right. I think E3's days are numbered though. I don't think E3 is going to be around too much longer. You got Sony already pulling out of E3, and Nintendo, they're there. They don't do their big what is the show before their announcement. They don't do their big announcement. They just do that
Like the press
Nintendo
conferences.
Direct. Yeah. You love Pokemon and Sonic, but not excited for them. I might see just for Jim Carrey. You know what though? That Sonic movie, they did come out and say they're going to fix Sonic because nobody likes the way Sonic looks.
Well, that's good.
So the producer of the movie came out and said they're gonna fix Sonic. So thank God. That being said, it's not really made for like us old farts that play video games. It's made for kids. And like I showed it to my daughter, and she thought it looked cool. She wanted to go see it, but Sonic looked bizarre, and they do need to fix Sonic. they fix Sonic and make him look like Sonic, I think it'll be 100 times better. I mean, like, the Pokemon movie, all the Pokemon look exactly like they do in the game. Like the Detective Pikachu. They don't look bizarre. Like, Sonic just looked weird. You look like an alien more than the actual...
Like a furry human with a cat face.
Yeah, it was weird. My kid wanted to go. She goes, "Oh, that looks cool. Can you take me to see it?" But my youngest. But yeah, they're supposed to fix Sonic. I can't wait to see if they do. I mean, some people just went through and changed him, and he looked cool.
Yeah, he looked awesome.
Yeah, the way they changed him, and honestly, I think that's what most people's problem with the movie is that Sonic looks so bizarre. He didn't look like Sonic. I don't know, man. G3, that Mario movie was horrific back in the day. Yeah. Like, remember the Goombas with the teeny little heads and the big, huge bodies?
God, yeah.
Oh, God, that was awful.
Alyssa Milano was in it.
It was so bad.
Leguizamo. I'm trying to remember all the people.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
It was terrible.
I probably loved it. I can't remember.
I watched it as a kid, but man, even that, I mean, I watched it and I wanted to see it, but it was so bad.
Well, I remember I had a thing for Alyssa Milano back in the day, so I probably loved it just because of that.
CNHS.
The Street Fighter movie was all right.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it
Jean-Claude.
It was terrible. The
was
Street
awesome.
Fighter movie game was awful. Do you remember the game?
No.
Yeah, they had a Street Fighter movie game where it was digitized like Mortal Kombat guys.
Oh, no.
So it had Jean-Claude in it,
Right.
Pascal, and
No, I didn't
it was
see
so
that.
bad. It was so bad. Look up the Street Fighter movie game. It's
I have
awful.
to check that out.
It was on like PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn, and
What other
It was
video
in the
game
arcade.
movies came out back then? I'm trying to think of them all.
Sonic needs a patch after release. They're doing a patch before release though. So you have that game. I have it on Sega Saturn. I know I have it on Sega Saturn, Zeus.
There was.
The Pokemon movie, I wouldn't say Pokemon movie. To me,
I want to see it just for Cubone.
Derek's a big Pokemon. I'm not a big into Pokemon.
I'm only big into Generation 1, just the first base games. I haven't really played much of the rest of them, but yeah, the ones that are there, they all look awesome. Yeah, they
look like Pokemon. I mean, they did a good job.
When I saw Cubone roll out, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go see it now.
It was bad, G3. That game was awful. It was so bad. That is by far the worst Street Fighter they've ever made. It's terrible.
Blood Rain, that was another one that they made. I'm trying to think of like all the video game movies they made back in those days.
There were the Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat.
The first one was good. The second one was terrible.
Yeah.
The second Mortal Kombat movie, I actually got up and left in the theater. I remember, and
I've only done that once.
I remember the exact time I got up and left. It was like Nightwolf or something, like killed somebody, and then he goes, "That's my fatality." And I'm like, you didn't need to explain it. I'm like, I'm done. I'm getting out. This movie, I couldn't take it any longer. But this movie's awful.
I've only left one movie ever. Two. I left two movies. One was the very end of...
Derek just got back from the bar like, what the fuck are you talking about? Maybe he said Animality. Yeah, he said Animality. Something like that. And I was like, you didn't need to explain. I got up and left. Like, this movie is terrible. The first one wasn't bad, though. It wasn't good. It was okay.
They did a little webisode Mortal Kombat series that looked like it would be really cool, but it was only like 7 episodes.
Yeah. And they have such a cool, like, universe to work with, too.
Right.
I mean, they do better stories on the modern games than they did Paybality. And then Mortal Kombat 3, what's up, Wing Splitter? Mortal Kombat 3, I remember the place I worked at, it was a place called Players Edge. We got Mortal Kombat 3, the arcade machine in. And I remember being so disappointed with, like, the fatalities and everything because it looks so bad. Like, they would explode guys. Like, you do an uppercut and the guy would explode. And there'd be, like, 5 heads, 10 torsos, like, 30 arms. I'm like, where are all these parts coming from? Like they just like threw body parts everywhere, and it was dumb. And I remember I think it was Shang Tsung had a fatality where he raised up some spikes, and they would throw the guy on the spikes, and they literally just like wove his body in and out of these 2D spikes. It was terrible. So, you love both Mortal Kombat movies, but MK1. I thought MK1 was amazing, too. Jesus loved the MK.
I said
Got
that.
hooked on. I'm hooked on Days Gone too. I like it. Not everybody does though. Yeah, the brutality. That's what it was. Brutality. There were like 10 legs and 3 torsos, and it was silly. And then the friendships. Those were just lame.
Yeah, I only remember Cage just signed an autograph.
And the babalities where they turn them into babies, and it just got stupid. Then they made MK4, and that was like the redheaded stepchild of all the MKs. Which we actually had MK4 in here not too long ago, but I sold it. I found one and fixed it up and sold it.
Did your game get canceled? I'm taking it. Yeah.
Yep, it got canceled. You ran into your first horde accidentally. I'm sure you died. Yeah, you got decimated. Some of those hordes, man, I've run into some of them. I mean, there's just hundreds of zombies. There's not much you can do about them either. Like, you're just dead. Like, you can outrun them sometimes if you get lucky, because the zombies aren't the smartest things in that game. I mean, if you get further enough away, like, you can get away, and only a couple of them will keep following you. Got any info on the new Sonic Team Racing? Mastermind, no, I wish I did. It looks good. Well, I don't know. You know, I have mixed feelings about it. I think it looks okay. I'm not 100% sure on it. It's almost like they're going back to basics on it. I really like Sonic Transformed. And this one, it doesn't. It's just kart racing. So I don't know. We'll see how it is. And then I think you have to do. It's got like tag team racing, or you have to pick a team of racers. Is there a way of making upset parents and hardcore fans happy?
Not
No.
really.
You love
when they did the friendship type stuff. Well, don't most Mortal Kombats have in the options like a way to turn off the gore and like
I think he's
fatalities?
talking about the movie though.
Oh, the movie. Yeah, okay.
We used to sell Pokemon cards. We don't anymore. We don't sell books. Just games. When are they going to bring back Bonk's Adventure? Good question.
Bonks.
Yeah,
God, we talk about that maybe every few weeks.
Actually, if you want to look it up, they actually tried. I think it's probably going on 8-9 years ago now. I actually played there was a Bonk's Adventure game that was almost done. That was at E3. I played it at E3, and it ended up getting canceled before it came out. It was going to be like an Xbox Live title. It was going to be a straight to digital, and it ended up getting canceled. So that was the last time they ever tried. It actually was pretty good. I don't know why they canceled it.
Yeah, there's a couple of, was it Prey or something like that where you're that bounty hunter?
Oh,
like
there was one of the Prey games got
Yeah,
canceled. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but look it up. Look up canceled. Look up bonk canceled bonk game E3, and it'll probably pop up on YouTube. I played that and it was good. I was so bummed when it got canceled. That's one of the bad things about going to E3 or any of those events. I've played so many games that I thought were just badass and they get canceled for whatever reason.
But yeah, we talk probably every few weeks about franchises that we don't know why they don't bring them back. I mean, they are doing Medieval, but there's
because
so many,
everybody wants to do a games as a service. Everybody wants to be the next Fortnite. Nobody wants to, except for Sony.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to make single player games anymore.
Yeah, there's so many franchises that are awesome. The old Parasite Eves and Dark Cloud for Sony, and
Do I have any NESs with blinking light win installed? No. I like Assassin's Creed film. You know what? I never watched that. Was that good? I should watch that. Because I like that actor too. That's the guy that the Assassin's Creed movie. It's the guy that was Magneto in the.
Oh right, yeah.
In the,
but doesn't that have more to do with like the animus and like the not historical part? That's what I heard. That's why I never
watched it. Never saw it.
I never saw it too. I heard it had very little to do with the actual cool part of the game and more about the.
I should look that up. I bet it's on
animus.
Netflix or Amazon or something. Parasite Eve games were good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, though, I remember
when Parasite Eve came out, though. I was working at Babbage's GameStop back then. people kept coming in and asking for Parasite Evil. You get that Parasite Evil game? Because it was, I mean, Resident Evil was still the popular thing. Everybody called it Parasite Evil.
Or some of the other games we were always talking about, though. It's like, God, why don't they do something with that? Outside of the Valve titles. Which
Because
are just,
nobody wants to make single-player games anymore. Everybody's trying to be
except for
the
Sony.
next Fortnite.
Well, except for, I mean, the next, what are they, the next Star Wars, they finally was like, oh, maybe we should make a single-player game.
Can you get a $30 PSN top-up? I have a $50 PSN card at the moment if you want to buy that. But
Legend of Dragoon, that would be a good one, yeah.
Aaron, our PSN cards don't work in Australia, where you're from. Weird. You got to buy PSN cards from whatever region you're from. Same with Xbox.
Yeah, that's why I
Same
have to
with
get
Nintendo.
Hong Kong ones to get all my pervy
Yeah.
beach volleyball stuff.
Yeah. I'm happy to see a Star Wars single-player game, but it's EA, so like I really have no. You know what's funny about that? Think about this. So the people that made Anthem were great at making single-player games. Okay, that studio was great at making single-player games. So EA made them make a multiplayer online game in Anthem. So now they got rid of them. And they're having DICE make the Star Wars games, who's great at making multiplayer online games.
Right.
Make the single-player Star Wars game. EA is stupid.
Did BioWare do the original Knights of the Old Republic? Was that BioWare?
I don't remember. I think so.
God, but those were great games. I would love.
But like the person who was the head of the studio for Anthem, they were great at making single-player story games. They even canceled the Star Wars single-player story game to make Anthem. That was the company that you wanted to make the single-player Star Wars game. Oh, Respawn. Well, Respawn. I'm sorry. It's Respawn, not DICE. My bad. Yeah, you're right, Roga. But still, Respawn is they're good for making multiplayer online games, not single-player games. But, I mean, they could make a good one. Godar was made by BioWare Edmonton. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those old Knights of the Old Republic games. Those were awesome. I would love an RPG Star Wars like that again.
PS1 destroy Sega Saturn. Well, I mean, sales-wise, yeah, it did. Me personally, I like Sega Saturn more than PlayStation 1. Mainly because I was more into arcade stuff, and Sega Saturn, like the arcade ports were awesome, especially if you had the RAM cartridge for that thing. You had like Arcade Perfect, like X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and Marvel vs. Capcom, and I love the Sega Saturn. Plus, I like gun games like House of the Dead. I mean, there were some good ones on PlayStation 1, like Time Crisis and Respawn's what Respawn.
That's when everybody left, right? There was that big,
yeah. They make good games, so. But they are kind of more well known for their online multiplayer stuff. It's just weird how EA did it because they should have reversed the teams making the games. The Shining games, those were good, yeah. Titanfall 2, well, yeah, you know what? Titanfall 2 campaign was good. You're right.
That was good, yeah.
That was that was like a really good game that nobody knew about. It just didn't sell.
It came out in between Battlefield and Call of Duty.
That was another genius move by EA.
Going to compete against myself.
EA released Titanfall 2 like a week. It was a week before, a week after Battlefield.
Yeah, and then because then it was 2 weeks after that.
So it was like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Titanfall all came out at the same time.
Within about a month of each other.
And like Titanfall had no shot. Everybody was just. I say this every year. How companies are dumb to like release stuff to say, especially. All right, I'll tell you a good example. Like the Sonic game, they should release it like late summer or whatever, when there's not a lot of stuff coming
Nothing
out.
comes out in the summer.
Because if you save it towards the end of the year, like everybody gears towards Christmas, you're competing with like all the big name titles. Like last year, I was like, "There's going to be." Then I said
Yeah,
so
there's
many
like
games are going to
36
fail
titles.
because there were two, and a lot
That
of
were
them
all
did
triple,
fail.
yeah.
Some of them sucked, but a lot of them were just going to fail just because there was too much competition all coming out at the same time. People are only going to buy a couple games.
And God of War came out in the summer, and look how well that did. So
Yeah.
people will buy games in the summer.
Yeah. Tekken, Metal Gear Solid, Crash, and many others. You preferred PS1, but you love Saturn and Dreamcast is my favorite system of all time.
The only thing I really remember on Dreamcast was Crazy Taxi. I didn't have one, my buddy did. But I love that game.
You know what's weird? There are some games like that sell better on Xbox One. Like Destiny for us always sold better on Xbox One, which was bizarre, considering so many more people own PS4s. NOJ. I was gonna save that for my podcast, but yeah, I'll break it to everybody here. I'm gonna talk about that on my podcast. This store here, as you can see, it's
Not
kind
the
of slow.
store. Just this location.
Store, just this location, is going to close down. But my other store, we just signed a 5-year lease, so this location is going to be closing. So I don't know how many more streams I'll do from this store, but I'll be streaming from the other store in the future, which is a lot more busy and a lot more going on at that store.
I wonder what they'll think about.
What's up, Holly? So yes, NOJ, it is true.
There, you're just talking about Raku.
I like that game. Was good on
I
Dreamcast.
never played it.
It was like one of the earlier cell shaded games. It looked
Sure.
really good. It looked just like the cartoon. I have Wacky Races at home, I believe. What's up, Holly? No, that's fake news right there. Fake news.
Yeah, that's the way it is, Nola.
That's the way PS4 is too.
Yep.
The only current system you don't is the Switch. You just put the cartridge in and it runs off of the
Minus
cartridge.
a couple delinquents.
I don't think we don't have Power Stone here. I think my other store has one. I have it personally. I love Power Stone. That's probably my favorite fighting game of all time, and I wish the only time they've ever released it again, it was on PSP, which you could also get it digitally for the Vita. It was like Power Stone 1 and 2 as a collection. But that game is phenomenal. I always wish they would release it like either on Xbox Live or PlayStation Network and have like online play. Oh, I love that game. Power Stone 1 is so much fun. I was so good at it too. I love Power Stone. Power Stone 2 was okay. But Power Stone 1 is perfection. Love that game.
Yeah, but streaming at Fremont, you'll actually get to see a lot more customer interaction because they're usually always busy.
Yeah, Fremont.
I don't know what those guys over there are going to want. I'm sure most of them won't want to be on camera, though.
Yeah, it'll be when I'm
you.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan won't want to be on camera. So, yes, it's true. I haven't seen him type anything since he asked that.
I don't even know who that was. Obviously a local, but
I think that might be,
Aiden and Tristan.
yeah. I think that's Aiden or Tristan. What's up, Delusional? I kind of wanted to tell them in person, but...
Well, I saw Aiden was in the other day, and I was talking to him about it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You told Aiden about it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How do you take it?
He seemed a little upset. Well, not like, he's just like, oh.
Yeah, it's the same. That's what I said. It's the same on both. PlayStation 4, you have to download the whole game. The disc is more of... Well, I mean, the disc is there to install stuff for most games. Some games, though, it's just a key.
Right.
And then it downloads. Like, God, the last Call of Duty, it had like 12 gigs of like the 60 gigs where only 12 of it was on the disc.
Well, you still technically own something physical, Nola, so you could sell it or give it to a friend or vice versa, which you can't do with your digital.
You know, I've always said you don't really own digital, but I've been looking a little more into it. Technically, you own the license. Nobody's ever really challenged it. Somebody needs to challenge it. It needs to go to the Supreme Court. Have I streamed the Trials DLC? A little bit of it, Zeus. I have. I think we need to. I always thought by now I would be buying and selling digital games as well as physical.
We're
games.
like one of the few countries that don't have that. We were watching a video the other day, but like almost everywhere, Europe, Australia, all them, they say no. You are buying a good.
Yeah. See, honestly, I haven't even been paying attention to Mr. Fusion Shadow. It comes out that good. I'm glad. The last Sonic game, they came out in the fall, and it just. Like nobody bought it. That's a good time for. This is a good time of year for stuff to come out like that because it's a smaller title and people kind of are looking for anything new this time of year. Do I know the? No. You're too smart to be in here.
But yeah, a lot of the other countries, they actually, it's like it's where they say that it's actually a good. And once you buy a good, the seller no longer has rights to it.
Yeah, you don't own the rights to what's, of the actual game, but you own the rights to that license.
Right?
Sonic, you know what? It's like Sonic Generations was decent. That was 3D-ish. It was 2.5D. But you're right, Sonic Mania is awesome. And that's 2D. What's up, Late Night Reviews? It's going. What time we got? Almost 3. Do a little bit more. Yeah, I haven't done a stream in a while, so I figured I'd do a midday stream. We haven't done a midday stream in like forever.
Well, not since pretty much Sony changed the YouTube Sony.
Oh, God, yeah. YouTube sucks now. I used to stream a lot more. Like when we first started streaming,
6-hour streams.
Yeah, we used to do these long streams because we'd easily get 100 people in here all the time,
and everybody was interacting.
Well, and then Trump won, and YouTube went crazy, and everything changed. They changed the algorithm. So, Canada, you own rights. We can legally back up or download copies. Yeah, but you can't really sell that. You can't transfer your license though. That's the thing. We need to be able to we need to be able to transfer digital license. You should be able to give a digital game to a friend. And you know what? You know what's funny is these game companies could make shitloads of money. Just charge a transfer fee. Like if I want to give my digital game to Derek, they could charge me like $1 transfer fee. And I could say, hey, I'm sending this to Derek, and we got to pay $1.
Right.
You know how many times the games would change hands? They'd make shitloads of money. They're afraid they would lose money because they wouldn't get as many sales. But I would tell you right now, they're losing so much money because people are game sharing the hell out of all their games, and people are getting 2 copies for the price of 1 by game sharing digitally. I'm sure if I asked how many of you guys game share, I bet more than half of you guys in here game share. Sonic Mania showed you could bring back an old game and keep it. That's right, Zeus, you're right. I have a theory too. Who's going to watch the new Sonic movie? My daughter wants to go see it. The law here says you can, but well, that's the thing. I mean, just because you can do it, if there's no way to do it, I mean, just because legally you can, but they don't have any way for you to do it, so you technically can't. It wouldn't be like you don't have to. It could be as simple as like you log on to Xbox Live on your thing and say, I want to send it to this account.
Right.
And yeah, it could be as easy as that.
Or
what's up?
game.
Hey, we're in Ohio too, Dave. So
every
it's
game just
not
has its own code.
It's
so.
not that hard. Our blank media is twice as much because of our privacy tax. That sucks.
Oh, is that the person with Canada?
I mean, you can gift games on Steam. Steam figured out how to do it. You can gift games. You can't resell them, but you can gift a game on Steam. Like a game you have, you can give to another user. So it's possible. It's got to be on your friends list though. So it's extremely limited. There's a Sony just renewed a patent or did a patent where one of the things that was interesting in the patent, it says you can it was about trading digital games. Yeah, you can gift digital. You can buy it. It would be easy for them to do. Is my point. It would not be hard for all these companies to set that up.
The Sandusky, Port Clinton, Fremont area.
There's two 2600s. There's
the wood grain and the black.
Yeah, there's a 6-switch wood grain up there, and then there's a black one, and those ones are the serial number on the box matches the system on both of those. It's not like we found the system here and the box here. Those are the original systems with those boxes. You love refunding Steam games, so I mean, that's cool, but you know what? It does suck for the companies that make like games that you can beat in a few hours, like the smaller titles, like because people will buy like that cheap title, they'll rush through it and beat it and then refund it. So it
right.
Now you know what, De La Roga, that is a huge rumor, and I think it's complete fake news. I don't think you're going to get Xbox Live on the Switch. You kind of already do, though. I mean, Minecraft has it built in, but you're not going to get, like, everybody thinks you're going to get Games Pass, and you're going to be downloading games on your Switch.
You'll be able to get, like, maybe a couple trophies for games like Minecraft or games like Rocket League or things like that. Cuphead would be, like, another one.
Yeah, like so Cuphead, you'll get, like, trophies. But, yeah, it's not...
That's really about what... I think the interaction that they're going to have.
People think they're going to have Xbox Live Arcade and they're going to have Games Pass on there, though. Mike Lombardo! What's happening? Mike, did you get a hotel or what are you doing, man? I need to know.
Right, no.
Mainly refund old games?
Oh.
Okay.
Cuphead is on Switch already, is it?
Yeah. Digitally, it's coming out physically soon.
Okay.
They did the digital release.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, that's where the Xbox Live crossover could happen, is you can earn Xbox achievements, I suppose, on your Switch. I think, like, that's going to be really the...
There was a big thing, though, where they were, like, speculating Games Pass on Switch and streaming, and...
I didn't realize it was already on... I'll wait till the physical copy comes out. Even though I already have it on the Xbox.
You actually got a hotel, but Tom was talking about getting an Airbnb. Well, let me know. I want in on the Airbnb if that's true. Just kidding. Stupid Cuphead. I like Cuphead.
I love Cuphead.
Sorry, Mike. Get good, Mike.
Get good.
Get good.
Be a real gamer. Be a pro.
Be a true gamer, Mike. You got to be a champion player, like me. Getting a whole court. Well, you gotta let me know so I can get out of my hotel. Then, if that's the case, you gotta let me know. I'll chip in on that.
I still don't know what my schedule is going to be like with teaching, so I'm not sure what I'm doing yet.
Yeah. You're not a true gamer with the garbage. Cuphead is hard. It is really, really, really hard. But you know what, though, Mike? I think, you know what's funny is Cuphead to me is kind of like Trials. You're going to die and screw up a lot, but it's really rewarding when you finally beat that level. It's just, it's very similar in that aspect. Cuphead is tough. Cuphead is tough. It is a tough game. It's a really hard game. Tom has to let me know. So does Nathan. Stay tuned, Pip and what was that? Stay tuned. Pip and Maria also need a. Oh, they're coming. Sweet. Maya. Yeah, that's cool. The more the merrier. Switch with Xbox Live integration. We'll see. I still think it's just you're just gonna get stuff like Minecraft and you're gonna get trophies and stuff like that. Pip booked her flight already. Sweet. I didn't see that. That's cool. I can't wait to meet everybody, man. I'm pumped. I think we're gonna have more fun not at the conference than at the conference. I think the conference will be fun too, but I mean I've been to a lot of conferences, so I think it's going to be a blast either way. Like, I don't know. I think we're going to have a group of people that it's going to be a nice little group of people. Or you rage quit and throw your console out of the second story window. Nah, I would do. You know what? The only time I've ever raged enough to break something, one time I raged and I broke a controller. It was an Xbox 360 controller. It was a sports game that made me do it. It was NBA 2K, and I was playing my cousin, and the dumbest shit was happening over and over. He was hitting like 3/4 of the court shots with Shaquille O'Neal, and just like dumb stuff. And I got so mad I threw my controller and broke it. Wii U is not greater than the Switch. Sorry, Arizona King. You're wrong. Try again. You lose
practically
this round.
get all the Wii U games on the Switch.
Yeah,
now.
most of the Wii U games. You know what? I like the Wii U. I have a Wii U. I really do like it. But the Switch is 100 times better than the Wii U. I mean, it like took the best aspects of the Wii U and made it better. I mean, like I said, most of the Wii U games are on the Switch. Most of the good ones, anyway. And Mario Maker 2 will be coming out real soon. I think this fall. All right.
Glorified Game Boy.
You're so wrong. It's like 1,000 times better than a Game Boy. It's really good.
In 2 years, it's going to sell more than the Xbox One.
It's going to sell more this year.
Right.
I predicted years ago, any of you guys that watched me, that the Switch would outsell the Xbox One. That was like a bold prediction when the Switch first came out, and everybody kind of called me crazy. The Switch is probably going to surpass the Xbox One in sales this year, which is crazy considering the Xbox One had almost a 4-year head start. And the reason I say it's going to happen this year,
Pokemon.
Pokemon's a true Pokemon game's coming out, but also Nintendo just made a deal with Tencent in China. They're going to sell the Switch in China, which is a huge deal. Switch is the best system. I don't care about 720p graphic. You know what? It's not about the graphics with the Switch, Mike. Like, obviously, PS4 and Xbox One have a lot better graphics. It's just how it works and how you can... I mean, like, I sat outside and played games on a hammock one day. That's, like, not something I can do on a PS4 or a Xbox One. It's just different. Cook a few sausages out front and bootleg games. No, we don't bootleg game. Yeah,
we're gonna have a cookout outside GameStop when it closes.
Yeah, when GameStop goes under, I'm gonna tailgate them. I'll live stream it. I think GameStop's got a year or two left, probably 2.
I don't know if they post another quarterly loss like they did last quarter.
Yeah, it might be sooner. They are bleeding money big time. I mean, I know people are going to give me shit about this store closing, but it's not quite the same. We're not bleeding money. There's a different reason, and I'm going to talk about it on my podcast. Just this location is not going to be here. PSP didn't... I guess later on you could hook it to a TV, but it was really lame. It was kind of a pain in the ass. The Switch, though, is like you get the best of both worlds. You get a console and you get a handheld. So I don't know, and you're not losing as much. I mean, PSP was still like a generation behind, whereas Switch is pretty damn close to PS4 and Xbox, like the base PS4 and the base Xbox One. It's pretty close. It's close enough. Whereas PSP was like slightly better than I don't know. It wasn't as good as PlayStation 2 graphics when the PS3 was available. I don't know. Switch is a true gamer platform. It's for champion players, right? Oh man, man, it's so crappy. What's the weather like there, Mike? What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Is it crappy? The Vita was actually pretty good, but
well,
yeah,
it does
was
really well in Japan. They sell more, well, obviously than Microsoft, but
Xbox One sells like on average per week like between 50 to 70 units, and the Vita sells about 3,000 every week in Japan, like nonstop, even to this day.
yeah, it doesn't do well here, but over there it does.
Well, yeah, the Vita's dead here. They don't sell it new anymore here. They shut it down. But the Vita, we don't get many of them traded in. We usually have one or two maybe at a time.
At a time, yeah.
Yeah. I like the Vita, though. I had one. But
yeah, they pretty much stopped American support for it.
The Switch is no Vita, though. The Switch is doing phenomenal. Like I said, it's going to outsell Xbox One by the end of the year. How much is a Borderland 3 pre-order? You got to put at least $5 towards it. Yes, people do tend to keep the Vitas. Plus, I guess they're pretty easy to hack.
Are they now? Well, I'm not surprised.
It is a good system.
I still have mine, but I haven't touched it in forever. I thought about trading it in there for a while.
We still have one right here. Oh, shoot. You know what? Look up the price of this online. I've heard these flew up in price.
Oh, they've gone up?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, not only that, you can digitally play all the PSP games. I think people just hack them at this point, though. This is the greatest handheld of all time, though, right here. Greatest handheld of all time, right there. Game Boy Micro.
What was that, the 20th anniversary?
Yeah, this is the 20th anniversary one. Is it 20th or 25th?
I can't remember if it was 20th or 25th. Yeah, well,
a little bit.
A little bit, about $25. Do you want me to change it?
Yeah, let's raise it up a little bit. No, you said to reserve it. How much was it to reserve it? I'm not saying your name, but we only require you put deposit $5 towards a game. You know what I like? I think I've had almost every. The only handheld I've had almost every handheld. The only handheld I never had was Turbo Express. I wanted one, and Nathan, I know Mike Lombardo's in here. Nathan Barnett was selling his not too long ago, and I almost got that. I was bidding on it, but then I bid up somebody pretty high, and Nathan needs the money, so I'm glad I got them at least higher, so Nathan made more money on it. But yeah, we've never had a Turbo Express traded in either. Those are pretty rare. I want one of those. You had one? Those are cool. I always wanted one of those. When I was a kid, that was like the one thing I always wanted that I never got.
I've never been much into portable gaming. My Switch is even still a console. I rarely ever use it portably.
The only time I use my Switch portably, like I said, occasionally, but if I go on trips and stuff like that. Oh, Mike, sweet. Let me know.
The Game Boy printer, I remember that.
I still have a Game Boy printer. And my Game Boy printer is actually the store display model from Babbage's back in the day, or GameStop. So it actually has a plug. Those things usually ran off batteries. This has a plug hardwired into it, and it's not for resale one. And I still have like about 6 or 7 rolls of the printer sticker paper. I still have it all. I just saw it last night. And I was like, I should sell that thing. So far, it's me, you, Pip, and Maya. Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, PS5 might not come out till next year, though. That's what it's looking like. Christmas of next year.
Where-
But that's rumor.
How close would it be, Mike? Waiting for Tom, Nathan, Chappie. What about Chappie? Keeps
Chappie's
saying
gonna
he's
go?
not coming. Chappie
Oh.
keeps saying he's not coming. I was watching some of Tom's earlier stuff today, where he was at E3 like years ago, like the E3s I was at, and I kept looking in the background to see if I like walked by ever. I was trying to see if I ever like just walked by one of his shots. 20 minutes from the convention center. That's not too bad. Yeah, I know. Chappie says he can't afford anybody's $2,000 gaming computer.
Vitas, I think, are going for like around 120 right now. Used 200 still new if we had one.
Yeah, 120. That's the closet. What did he? This is not GameStop. Memphis 901 Vet Gamer. That's the closest Airbnb. You have to send me a link or something so I can check it out. My hotel is 3 miles. Yes, memory cards on the Vita are
God,
crazy,
stupid.
stupid expensive because they went with their own format. And
Proprietary,
it's hard to get them.
God, even something that's dumb. Like with how cheap
You have
digital
a car,
memory
by the
is.
way. I'm driving down there. Well, I'm driving too, so I'll have a car too, Mike. My car's not the nicest. It's not as nice as your car, but I'm sure. But my car, I have to drive too.
Those were cool, those little flip-up screens, but
I'll be driving too, Mike. So yeah, there'll at least be 2 cars. And my car is, it can actually sit. Probably, actually, it has
God, but
a lot. It can sit a lot of people.
yeah, no, like I think like normally the 16 gigs are like $80 or something. They're just stupidly overpriced for how cheap digital memory is.
Just a couple Sega Saturn games, Memphis. Not many people trade them in. I probably didn't get it because, oh, there it is, Mike Lombardo. Let's see. I just got it, Mike.
It looks like we are out of... No, there's a Saturn.
Four bedrooms, 5 beds, 3 baths.
There it is, the Saturn.
That wouldn't be too bad between all those people. It's actually pretty affordable. But did you scope out the neighborhood? Are we going to get shot in this neighborhood? I have to do a Google Street to see if there's going to be a crack dealer on the corner or not. It's not too bad.
Right now the going rate on them is $80.
Not too bad for a complete system. Crack dealer is a bonus. Make like LeBron. You shut up, you Michigan fan. High probability of sleeping on needles, but you can put a price on hanging out with everyone. That's true. We'll go in there and there's going to be like a squatter in the building already. What Little Caesar Stadium? Hey, don't mess with Michigan. Sorry, I know RG. The RGB TV is a big Michigan fan.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we're Ohio State fans. We're in Ohio. Valleyford Village is pretty nice. Okay, I was just joking, Mike. I'm just wondering, just making sure. That's cool though. That would be fun, though. It would be fun. But Mike, did everybody get the VIP ticket? Because, I don't know how many VIP tickets left. I did. I know you did. We're VIPs there. Is everybody else just going to be regular folks?
Regular
I'm going to be like,
Ps.
what was Garth and Wayne's World? Be like VIP, VIP. Hold my VIP pass up. When they went to go backstage, they had their backstage pass and they held it out. Sweet. I'm going to bring my Switch for sure. I was probably the only other thing I was thinking about bringing. I have a GPD XD, which it looks like a 3DS, but it's an Android system, and I have that thing loaded with emulators, and it's got HDMI out. So Memphis, it's an everything gaming store. We have modern and retro. We have all the newest stuff.
Everything from Atari to
this wall up here. This is all PlayStation 4. From that to the window.
Oh, that's the Sony wall.
Yeah, that's just Sony wall in general. This is PS3 back here. The other side, we got Xbox One and Switch, and we sell new and used.
And then that corner is a lot of retro stuff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that.
Hello.
There's always cleaning to be done, Steve, but don't feel like it, and
Okay, go ahead.
I'm the boss, so I don't care. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'll take it up with the owner, who's me.
All right, am I just what? What? No.
You know what? I never tried Road Redemption. It looked just like Road Rash.
Revenant, you said? From the
I'm
ashes,
playing
yeah.
YouTube Store Manager.
Let's see.
All right.
Okay, but I do got a customer coming in, so I'll have to watch it here in a little bit.
How's it going?
I called it earlier about seeing if you guys could.
Oh, okay. You want to see
Okay,
if it
yep.
would power on and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to see if we could help them out, see if it works.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you do got a power adapter.
Yeah, but
Didn't do
when
it.
I hooked it up, it didn't do anything. So
Okay.
I'm like,
Well, let's see
could
what's
be the
going
power
on.
cord.
Yeah, it could be. We'll check it out here and I'll see. You got any games or anything for it? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got the best one of them all. Well, I think, at least.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Sorry, I just kind of tossed it in there.
You know what? Hold on one second. I don't think we need that. Should be good with just that. Let's see if that has anything to do with it. That's a filter, but
I was told you had to buy that too.
that little piece that you got there is really all you need.
Really?
Yeah. That might clean up the picture a little bit. I'm just gonna take it off because I know that's how we always hook them up with just that little thing.
Okay.
So, give me a second. Give me the phone real quick. Oh, you got it? Okay. I'm gonna use your plug first, and then I'll
Okay.
grab a plug, and I just want to see what it does first. I know sometimes these.
Wired.
I gotta switch it to the right channel.
This one we have.
I'll grab a
is
different game too, and we'll check that and all that good stuff.
Afterglow, it'd be $22.50 plus tax.
Someone asked it. I'm streaming online. The camera's on me though.
Oh.
Someone asked, "Is that your real Atari?"
Well, I know that you've got the one on the side, and I think there's two on the back usually. So, like I said, one's going to have to kind of go up and over, but you should
Channel
be
we
able
got
to.
set on.
So they got those extra USBs. So,
I believe it's.
yeah,
There's
no
a
problem.
channel switch. I thought there was like a channel 3 or 4 on.
They're not, it's usually on the back, wasn't it?
Yeah, this one's different. It's not. This one's manufactured by Atari Wong Limited in Hong Kong. Okay. Let's change it to channel 3. I'm gonna grab a different one. There, can you get the step stool and maybe grab the other Atari down so we have another power cord? Because I don't think I have an extra one sitting around anywhere. Okay. Grab another game.
Now, how much is that Atari?
Well, those have the boxes with matching serial numbers, so the boxes are actually worth more than the system.
True.
Give me.
We'll just grab the regular 2600. But like that, like I said, with the matching thing, I think it's, what is it, 130, 150, 150. I said
Bad, though.
Yeah, the system's only worth is about half of that.
Alright, cool.
Now, how much is that one? Same?
Just the base. No, this one's just 100 with the box and everything.
Oh, that one's got the basic controller or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, it only has the 4 switches versus the 6, all 6 switches for your difficulties and stuff like that.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they would have put some lights on these things so you knew. But
Right.
we got nothing. All right.
Yeah. You want to see?
Yeah, I'm gonna try the other
Oh.
power cord. I got it right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this power cord.
All right.
What do we got?
Hopefully we can get this thing
Did we
going.
lose our connection? Refresh.
No, it looks like we lost it.
Oh, darn it. Weird. I'll try a different channel here in a second too. We had nothing with this sucker. Since we got this one down, let's see.
Oh no, it is still going.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I guess they don't have that anymore.
On the back?
Yeah, channel 2 or 3. Weird, yours doesn't have the switch. We go down to channel 2. Thought it was always. There we go.
Sweet.
Let me see.
Now let's check his power, the same
Yeah,
power
let me
cable
check
again.
this. We might have just had it on the wrong channel all this time.
Dude, I guarantee it, that's what my problem was too, because I always thought it was
3 or 4.
4.
Yeah, I always thought it was 3 or 4 too.
I've never heard of it being channel 2.
I always did channel 3 myself
Right.
back then, so it's not like we hook Ataris up every day.
Pitfall was awesome.
Huh?
Nolan just talked about Pitfall.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite.
Let's go back
Atari
to
game.
your power cord. That was our power cord.
Okay.
So, and I know Riddle's Sphinx work, so I'll throw that in first. You might need a power cord too. Let's see. Same channel. Let's try Pac-Man. So yeah, I do think a power cord's toast. Let me see if there's like a short in it or something. Alright, I'm pulling it. Let's put our power cord in. Unfortunately, I'm kind of out of power cords at the moment, like extra ones. But
Well, you know what? At least I know it works, and
I
I'm
can
okay
get
with that.
more. I
Right.
got some at our other store. I can
Oh.
get you one.
Someone said that they always had to use channel 2 because PBS was always channel 3, which wouldn't work.
And there's your Pac-Man.
Sweet.
Yeah, your power cord's toast though.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
At least I know what it is,
Yeah.
and I have a cool Atari.
Yeah, it works. Just
Right.
need a power cord. Yeah, like I said, you don't really need need that. That might make the picture a little bit sharper.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. I just figured it'd be one less thing that could be wrong.
Right.
So I was eliminating that. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
No problem. If you ever need some games, we got a bunch over there.
Well, you know what? While I'm here.
To call the other store and see what they got for power cords.
Can't get my.
I'm not sure.
Can you give me some needle nose pliers, Kevin, or something? I can't get a grip on.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Thanks.
What's up, Delve? You big dork.
Oh, Delve's in there now.
Yeah, Delve's here. Let me switch it back so I can see the comments.
There we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta run. That's weird. You're, you know what? Most like the Nintendo systems were all channel 3 or 4. Genesis used to be 3 or 4.
Maybe it was, and it's been so long. I just remember it always being 3.
Well, at least I know it's channel 2, and I need a power cord.
Yeah, it's weird. Yours doesn't have the selector like ours. Had
Right.
let you pick channel 2 or 3. Maybe that's because this one was made in Hong Kong by Atari Wong Limited. Oh, here you go. Your channel selects down here. Has A or B. That's a weird spot. You need like a screwdriver or something to switch that. So yeah, channel 2.
Okay. Oh, cool.
For you.
But maybe B is channel 3.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, this is actually we usually sell these as off-brand power cords for it. So.
Okay.
All right, cool. Delve's hiding in the bathroom, outside smoking. You need to stop smoking, Delve. It's not good.
Unless she became a smoker so she can get breaks.
Yeah.
I know several of my friends, they started smoking just because of that, because when they were non-smokers, they couldn't get cigarette breaks, even though everybody else at work, they couldn't go take a fresh air break as a non-smoker. So like
that's the one guy at the other store is always like that. We're like, why should we give you an extra break because you smoke?
But like they all worked in restaurants, and waitresses and waiters were always taking cigarette breaks. They're like, hey, I want to go out, and they're like, no. So they started smoking so they could go get an extra break.
I'm gonna kill myself slowly so I can go get an extra break. All right.
Yeah, I worked at a gas station, and that's the same way it was.
Yeah, I literally half of my friends, they all started smoking just because of that reason.
What do we
And now
got
they're
there?
addicted, of course. So.
It's 30 minutes from the expo center. Are you talking about the Airbnb is 30 minutes away? That's not too bad. See, I thought, but Nathan will have a hotel room. They're putting Nathan.
He'll be at the hotel because
Yeah.
at the event center.
So I doubt Nathan. He could come and hang out, but yeah. All right, I gotta go too, so I don't think Derek's gonna be streaming without me.
Nope.
So I have to shut this down, guys. I gotta go, because I gotta go home before my daughter gets home from school. So
All right, well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man.
I'll see you guys. At least you know it works.
Great, thank you.
All right, let me know, Mike. Just text me. I gotta run though.
Oh, midnight.
Hello.
We're just signing out.
Hi from England. Hi. Yeah, I gotta shut it down because I gotta go. So I might stream later tonight. Thanks, G3. Thanks everybody that was in here. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.